Long time no see. It's your girl, Mariah Money, aka me. This is
What's my name?
Baby.
My name is not Baby.
Nisha.
Nisha.
We actually went to Alaska about a week and a half ago, and to describe the trip in one word, I would say catastrophic. What would you say?
Redo.
Redo for sure. It was a Thursday. And we left red eye flight, first one out. 5:30 I think was our leaving time. So we got up around, I don't remember.
What do you mean leaving time, like to leave the house?
Was it the leaving time?
Yeah, because I think the plane was leaving, what, like 6 o'clock?
Okay, yeah, that sounds more like it. We had to got up around like 4:45. Everything was going good. Just say bye, baby.
Bye, baby.
We flew out of CAE many times, and I don't ever remember having to park so far away from the entrance. I don't know what was going on.
It wasn't even that far.
It felt like a hike. We had like a nice, I'd say 5 to 10 minute stroll to get to the front door, which for me, that's a lot. Because I like to park right at the front, and I just don't know what happened.
Going to the terminal.
It was quiet. And
The CAE. When is it ever loud?
yeah, we got to the desk, and we had already pre-checked in, and I did not get both of our boarding pass saved to my wallet. So that caused an issue. Also, our bags ended up getting checked under another person's reservation. So first thing, we missed the flight. Sorry for making us miss the first flight. I love you. And then second thing, unknown to us, our bags were on the way to Canada.
Oh, gosh.
How did you feel when you found out that we had missed the flight?
I wanted to take these hands right here and just direct them this way, just let's get to the 30 minutes before the plane takes off. And that's the time the plane is supposed to leave, so they boarding 30 minutes before that. And that's when you want to get to. All right, let Columbia fool you if you wanted to.
It had us both fooled.
No. Sing it, Beyonce. That's right.
But the good news was, because we did miss a flight, we were able to find a better parking spot.
Girl, I know you did not go back to this parking spot, y'all. It wasn't even no 10-minute commute, like, from the cars. You are over-exaggerating. It wasn't even that long of a walk.
We were able to find a better parking spot. We were able to get breakfast, and
Why are you acting like an elderly lady?
And we had a nice, relaxing departure.
Where did we go eat breakfast at?
That is a scale of 1 to 10.
I'm going to give this a 9.
Okay. Okay, Hardy.
I'm going to give him a review. I'm in the top 10%.
What does that mean? Tell the viewers what that means.
I'm popular on Google. That's right. I leave reviews, good and bad. I tell the truth. Oh, you want some of this?
Oh, no, I'm fine. Thank you. Let's see if this chicken biscuit is living up to its name.
What name it has with Hardee's?
Chicken biscuit. Always get a pack of jelly just in case. All right. Let's take the first bite. We've already said the grace, guys. We're going in.
Do you like you do me? How does it taste?
I'll tell you when I'm done chewing it.
Yeah, I feel you. I understand.
Swallow it. I'll drive the whole canal out.
Don't this look like deja vu?
Round 2, deja vu.
I'm getting flashbacks, girl. I'm getting flashbacks.
Round 2. Mask on. After we got on the first flight, that was cool. The second flight was the doozy. It was the longer one. So we're in Atlanta now. After a nice short flight.
And that was good though, my goodness.
It was good. It was delicious. Now we're just eating some snacks. Chick-fil-A. Some chips. Travel tip, if you are taking a flight that's like, let's say 6 hours or more, that feels like a shift at work.
Go first class. I don't care how much them tickets cost.
5 racks.
First class.
Also get seat quilt so that, like Drake slept through the flight. You know, you want to make sure that you're comfortable and it's easy to sleep it away.
I know, that's what I'm about to say. How much this cost? That's exactly what I'm looking at.
This was 15.
I think I slept that whole trip too.
Literally, when they were doing the safety briefing, my head was bobbing on that flight. That medicine kicked in.
I don't even know if I heard it. I don't even remember taking off. I think I was asleep before we even took off.
That's good. We ended up stopping at P.F. Chang's, where I always say the food was so good, guys. That food was good.
Oh.
That was our first time at P.F. Chang's.
Spicy? But good. But I got the spicy. What was it? Beef?
Beef, yep, stir fried pepper steak, I think was. Came a long way. She didn't know how to use chopsticks at one point. Oh, she got it
Don't, but I
down.
be winging it.
Cheers to winging it. We ended up taking the Z-Quil with our meal so that by the time our flight had taken off, it was about an hour prior, 45 minutes, it had kicked in.
You're a drug.
It was perfect timing. It was perfect. We slept the whole flight and we arrived, and the woman next to us, I know she was jealous.
Oh no, let's talk about her. I
Yeah.
forgot about her. Well, let me tell you about her, okay? Now, number one, I woke up and I'm looking out the windows and stuff because I'm like, I feel turbulence. So I'm like, man, okay, nothing's going on. I want to say probably 3 or 4 more times I felt the turbulence. It wasn't until the last few times I felt it, I realized that every time I felt it, she was moving. The lady was like adjusting herself in the seat.
She was a big lady.
I ain't even trying to be funny. I'm just being for real. The way she was adjusting, it was like, I was like, what the heck, yo? When we was about to land, you know, all 3 of us, you know, we were awake at that time, and she was like, I was staring at y'all, and I was just so mad because I'm like, how are y'all able to sleep? And I felt her pain because on the last flight, that's how Mariah was. How is this heifer knocked out,
I can
man?
sleep anywhere. If I'm tired, I'm going down. That was me, guys. The
Baby
way
was like, you all right?
it was really good sleep.
Oh man, that was some good sleep. I forgot all about that. That was hilarious, man.
Then after that wonderful rest, we finally touched down in Alaska. We actually went to go see Anchorage. It was a definite change as far as the scenery, the landscaping, and the weather. It was not like freezing cold, but it was a chill in the air. We were able to walk around comfortably with a light jacket on. I think that we were excited to get to Alaska until we got to the baggage claim. Imagine waiting, being one of the first people at the baggage claim ramp, and then waiting until the ramp stops rotating and your bag is still not there. My dad was outside, he was waiting on us, and he waited for at least an hour because we were there waiting for the bags for a while before we realized that our bags weren't there.
So where your bags at? Zimbabwe?
Canada.
Canada. Oh, shoot.
Thanks to Delta, our bags had made it all the way to Toronto, and we were not. there.
You know, I'm just ready to throw all of Delta in the trash.
Yeah, it was.
Okay?
It really did put a damper on things. We had to go speak with the baggage office, and
no help. None.
Man, they were inexperienced in that office. I will say that they tried to be as nice as they could be, but they did not know what they were doing. To make things worse, they kept telling us that our bag would be there, and it never came. We never saw our bags in Alaska.
We didn't see our bags until what?
Thursday, the following Thursday. It was a week later when we were finally reunited with our bags. And this was a 4-day, 3-night trip, and we didn't have our bags for Alaska. We didn't have anything for Alaska that we had prepared. We made it to Anchorage. Our suitcases did not. We tried to make the best out of it though. When we got there, we did a little riding around. It was beautiful. We went to the store, grabbed some stuff for the night. We've got these early plans tomorrow, so we're hoping that we can still be warm and make the best out of this.
It's cold now.
It is cold. So we're in the house and it feels, it's a bit of a chill. We went to this restaurant that was called Leroy's. It was like a diner and the food wasn't bad. I got a codfish sandwich with some fries. Nisha got some
liver and
onions, and then some.
I think this is deer sausage.
Some deer
if I
sausage.
remember correctly.
So I'm gonna give you guys a close up of the food. How's that deer sausage, babe?
It ain't smoked sausage, but it's good.
I don't know what I was expecting when I got to Alaska. I was thinking seafood. Yeah. It was gonna be great.
We didn't eat no lobster, crab legs, nothing.
They kind of let me down.
Sad.
It was sad.
That's kind of sad. I'm telling you, redo. We are going to redo Alaska.
Yeah, we have to. Morning, guys. It is 2:30.
I thought you were taking a picture. I was about to be like.
It is 2:30 in the morning, and we are getting ready for our fishing charter. Nisha's a big angler.
My fishing stuff was in that bag.
Everything.
When I got back home, couldn't even fish the way I wanted to fish.
We could not go to Alaska without getting some of that Alaskan salmon.
Right.
Fresh catch. So we actually did a communal fishing charter, which we didn't know that it was community. When we got to the boat, there was a lot of people, but you know, it was something different, something new. We're used to doing our private charters, but this was still a good time.
Yeah, y'all see how light it is out here to be 2:30? What the world?
It was light like this at 11 o'clock. We'll catch you guys.
11 o'clock yesterday had looked like 12 p.m., like noontime in Columbia.
We rode on the Rainy Song. This is the Rainy Song, guys. I do not remember the captain's name, but I do remember Eddie. He was one of the guys who was taking the fish off the hooks for us. Do you remember the captain's name?
Nope, and I don't want to even lie.
If you guys are ever in Whittier, Alaska, we actually had traveled about almost 4 hours away from Anchorage to go on this charter. That's where most of the charters were. Everything was in one area. So like we drove for hours and hours and hours, didn't see stores, didn't see homes, didn't see anything besides the mountains and trees and grass. And in this town that we were in, Whittier, everything was literally within like 5 minutes of driving through the car. That was it. And then it went to nowhere again. On the way up, we realized that it had started raining. So that's when we knew that we had really messed up. I'm walking down the J-Dock boat with Jay Shepherd and Nisha. We're gonna be riding on the Rainy Song today, on this rainy day.
Delta messed up.
Delta really sucked because they only reimbursed $50 a day for lost luggage, which is incredibly horrible when you're traveling across the coast. Literally, we traveled from the East Coast to the West Coast. Nisha had on shorts, so with that $50 a day, we tried to split it as best we could to get toiletries, clothing. It was not enough to get shoes or water gear. It really sucked.
Our water is looking aqua green.
I know. I'm telling you, like it got painted or something. It's so weird. I've never seen the water look that color.
At least we got the biggest one.
We got rained on all day. But like I said, we made the most of it. We were able to catch our limit. We're on the boat.
Yeah, I'm scared.
Just don't fall overboard.
I ain't see how far back I am.
I caught the first. The first and only fish for me. It was the salmon.
I think you caught another fish.
Got the first fish, guys. Round 2.
Nisha and Dad, they whooped me. They whooped me. But I caught the first
salmon.
and only
But
salmon.
it's the salmon though. Like nobody else on the charter caught the salmon.
Yeah, so that was
Or
really,
halibut.
it was really cool. We got to learn a little about the fish. They had some educational cards that we played.
Oh yeah, the card that I cut your daddy I tore him up, ain't it?
Oh yeah, we played
Yeah, you
tongue.
heard that agreement. You agreed just now, and I appreciate that.
Well, did you?
Did I what?
Did you tear him up?
In cards?
Yeah.
Your daddy?
Yeah.
Mr. Smith? That you talking about?
Yeah.
In cards, right?
Yeah.
I tore him up.
Oh, okay.
So you came here to fish, right?
He was the last one to catch a fish, but he caught the most fish. So it was crazy. So we're doing our full interview at Paul's. Eat some Cheetos. Drink some water. He's just killing the game. Tell him how many fish you have.
Was on 3. No, Buck said, I said that one too as an also.
Good job, baby.
Man, you caught that big old salmon?
I did. I did.
Pretty too.
I did. Dad gonna catch the next one.
Working with all of 0 right now.
The only way he can go is up. He's going up.
And he up in the card game.
Hey, City Boys are down bad right now.
Yeah, I ain't gonna lie, I was a little concerned for him at first. She caught something.
Yeah, good job, Dad.
Had to whisper a little prayer to Lord, let him catch a fish or something. You know what I mean?
I was feeling bad for him, but he ended up
I
showing
think
up.
he
Alright guys, give a bite and let them reel it up.
The biggest one, I think, so far.
Oh yeah.
Oh, look at you.
Did both of us. Honestly.
He did.
Gosh, I hate I just admitted that. Delete that part. Don't put that in there.
Once the rain started, like, I felt soggy. I felt like a wet marshmallow. My feet were wet. My shirt was wet. My pants was wet. Everything was wet besides like my undergarments. And maybe that was wet too and I just didn't realize it. But like I was really ready to go. But since we were there, I tried to make the best out of it. But man, it's not a good feeling to be cold and wet in Alaska on a boat.
In Alaska.
Oh man, I keep thinking you taking a photo. I'm like posing and stuff.
I was posing with you, but you was
Oh, girl, no. Not anybody gonna know.
well,
This is not a photo shoot.
okay, so
Oh, I have one at
no,
that.
it's a video, but you get your looks in. But you know what I'm talking about. But we got 9 fish right now.
Oh, 9 fish catching the limit today.
So we got 3 more that we can get.
I'm trying to get it out.
I'll show you guys when we get the water.
saw a lot of jellyfish though. That was
Yeah,
nice.
I've never seen the jellyfish in person, so that was cool.
You see all the mountain, guys. It's so pretty up there. Some parts of the earth are so beautiful. This is one of those parts. Even on this rainy day, it still is so gorgeous. God did that. Thank you, Jesus.
So after our fishing charter was over, we were moist.
And I couldn't even go fishing. Like your dad had took me to a fishing spot. People out there all in the water.
Yeah, we
I was
couldn't.
like, let me tell you, Delta. Never mind.
We were hungry, so we went to one of the spots to grab some food. We've dried off a little bit. We went to this place called, oh my gosh. You guys saw that chowder. It looked really tasty. She also has the halibut burger and some fried oysters. For Dad, Jay Shepherd, follow the page. We got him halibut with fries. Yum.
Halibut.
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 But then I had a rockfish rice bowl. Check this out. I was very disappointed, especially with the prices. They price gouge crazy at this restaurant.
It wasn't even like a nice, sit down restaurant.
Guys, it was.
We took that food to go.
We took the food to go, and then the food was lacking seasoning. I don't know. That seemed to be the theme of the trip, that a lot of these places didn't like to season their food. I wouldn't recommend that place if you ever went in Whittier. Go somewhere else. Maybe bring some salt. But before that, we got all 12 of our fish that we caught. We caught the limit, and we got it packaged and sent back to our house. If you ever go fishing in Whittier and you use the processing, it's wonderful. They did an excellent job, but I will tell you, it is very expensive. It almost was enough for someone else to go on the charter course. We almost pay like upwards of $200 roughly. It's very expensive, but they did a great job. The next day, it was more of a chill day. We found out that our luggage hadn't made it to Alaska still, as promised. We had the same clothes. We had wasted gas going back to the airport. It was upsetting.
I see nobody got no trash cans out here.
Oh, there's no dollar store besides this one. We don't have Dollar General. There's no Dollar Tree. It's the 1, 2, 3.
Special chicken. That thing says special chicken. Go.
We got to hang out with my little brothers, and we met the newest one. His name is Lennox. I call him Lenny. He is so handsome.
Please show his resting face.
I've never seen a baby with such a serious face.
I love it.
It's not like other babies, and I love it.
It took a lot to try to get him to smile, though.
He seemed like he was Nisha's brother, for real though, because Nisha has that RBF. You guys know Nisha. You guys know Nisha. But anyway, we ended up doing a lot of exploring that day in Alaska. Dad let us get the truck, so we was whipping it in the big F-150. I think that's what Dad drives.
Yeah, that's
Huge
gas guzzler.
gas
Oh
guzzler.
my god. And how much was the gas in Alaska?
It was like $6,
Yeah.
$5.90 something. We ended up finding this nice restaurant. The hot spot.
Hot spot.
Your food was too hot.
Oh, with the noodles and stuff.
Yes.
Oh yeah. That was a good spot.
That was really good, but it wasn't traditional like
Yeah.
seafood. Like I was thinking that we needed to try the seafood because it's fresh and it's in water and it's salmon. And no, this place, oh my gosh, you have to try the hot spot in Anchorage. It was so delicious. It looked like it was a mom and pop restaurant, locally owned. Check out some of the food that we had there. We got a bunch of stuff because we always get a bunch of stuff. I had like this shrimp ramen, and then we also had a curry something that was also shrimp, and then Nisha, you had a hot and spicy, what was it? She had a little bit of everything in her soup. There were something with the shell on it. There was shrimp, you had squid. It was a lot going on in your bowl, and it was so hot that she couldn't even finish it. But oh my gosh, that food was good. We also had like game night at the house. It was chill. We still had the same clothes. It was like, that kind of took away from us wanting to go out and do the stuff that we came there for. We couldn't go fishing. We did get to get a few souvenirs, but it just ended up being a hangout. We didn't have a smooth departure either. Go figure. There was always something going on with Delta.
Good morning, guys. So you see, we're back in the airport, and this time I have on a different color shirt.
Yeah, that's me too. That's it.
We ended up leaving early the next morning. I forgot my phone at Dad's house, so we had to turn around to go get the phone. But we had left with enough time that we did not miss our flight.
Yeah, so we're getting ready to prepare
Same
for our
shorts.
plane. It's 5 o'clock again.
I would have lost my mind.
I already know.
An relaxing flight this morning. Before we depart, please direct your attention to the video monitors in front of you.
On the way back, we had went through Atlanta again, and Atlanta wasn't playing any games.
Oh, they done changed all the rules. We ain't had to take off our shoes
No.
or nothing. All sniffing the booty. Yeah, they had that thing on me.
They had us going 2x2s past the dog, and the dog handler would have the dog walk next to the two people that went.
It was a lady who was walking. She turned back around to pet the dog. You can just see the disgust in the lady who was holding the dog. You can just see the disgust in her face. She was like, "Keep it moving." Like, why would you even try to come back and pet this dog when he's trying to find somebody who got some drugs on him?
Yeah.
You already know. You know what? Never mind. Let me shut up. It was crazy though, because it wasn't sniffing nothing else but the booties. Okay, I'm just a disclaimer there. I don't know what people be hiding and where they be hiding it.
Don't put it in your booty.
It seems like the booty is the place to don't do it.
We got through security in Atlanta. We got the alert saying that our flight has gotten pushed 30 minutes, and they were like, no worries. And then after that 30 minutes, we got another 30-minute slip. And that's when I started to get worried, because our original flight was supposed to leave at 10:30, and now we were leaving at like 11:45. And you know, the closer you get to midnight, we got the message that we would be getting a complimentary hotel and shuttle to the hotel, and that our flight was not canceled, but it was rescheduled over 10 hours. So there was nothing we could do. We didn't have our bags. We didn't have clothes. We didn't have anything. So we just checked into the hotel. But before that, we had a time trying to get to the hotel.
Okay, so it's almost Monday morning. We're not going home tonight because our flight got rescheduled to the morning. Aren't you excited?
Oh yeah, I'm so excited. Yay, we get to spend another night in Atlanta.
It was the GICC. That's where we're supposed to go. And like, it was beginning to feel like a scary movie. We were in the middle of the night, in the middle of the darkness. Now it's after midnight. It's probably closer to 1 o'clock in the morning.
At the GICC.
We ended up walking to the hotel because it was so close. Again, our flight was like 7 o'clock in the morning, so we only got to sleep for like 3 hours, if that. So it was another short night of sleep. when we went back to the airport, Delta did not give us any dinner vouchers. They did not give us any breakfast vouchers. So we had to get that expensive airport food again, and we were able to make our flight. They still were about 30 minutes behind getting us on the flight because they were waiting on somebody to board. But, you know, we made it out of Atlanta, finally, and we made it back home safely. When we got back in C8, you guys, we found out that our bags had not been shipped back to us as promised. Delta was breaking their promises the whole entire trip. And man, I normally talk really highly of Delta. We usually fly with Delta. Every now and then we'll get an American Airlines flight in, you know, on the really, really occasional scenario. We might fly Spirit or Frontier or something weird. But we normally rock with Delta, and I have never been so disappointed. It was a really bad experience with Delta, and we still haven't actually settled our claim out. We were supposed to arrive back on a Sunday. Because of the delay in the rescheduling, we ended up not getting back until Monday, ended up missing a day of work, and we didn't get our bags until the following Thursday. It was an additional 4 days that it took for us to get our bags back. It was horrible. But overall, it was a good trip. And I would say now we know what not to do on the next Alaska trip. Well, that about wraps our Alaskan adventure. Until next time, guys, we'll see you guys later.